Hey, Aries, intuitive soul coach here with your end of the year bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Aries and take a look at how you are closing out the end of 2022. We'll take a look and see what's worked, what hasn't, what you can leave behind, and what you can bring forward. We'll get messages from your spiritual team along with how you have grown. And lastly, action steps that you can take moving forward into the new year. So just a friendly reminder, Aries, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right. So showing up here, we have Virgo, Gemini, and Gemini energy here. So double Gemini. Some of you may have Gemini in your chart. You may be dealing with another person who has Gemini in their chart, or you are just embodying the energies all together. Now we do have a full moon on the 7th of December that lands in the sign of Gemini as well. So you may really be impacted by this full moon. Now, right away here, we have this Virgo energy. It says it's time to assess the situation. It's time to assess what has worked for you throughout 2022 and what you can leave behind, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a career, whether it's your health. I'm getting health is very important for a lot of you Aries out there. Some of you may have been feeling like things were shifting within your body, mind, and soul. It is because, Aries, you may be shifting consciousness. You may be adjusting your state of awareness, and what's actually happening is you're raising your vibrations. Some of you may have physical symptoms of illness. Some of you may have a lot of decluttering or old emotions or old woundings that may be coming up for you to finally be felt and cleared through, so you can go into 2023 feeling like you have this new sense of purpose. There's a lot of healing. It wouldn't surprise me to see the star card showing up in your reading, but also I feel that there's a lot of really powerful new beginnings. Some of you are ready to let go of 2022 and step into the new year. But it's very important for you to assess what has worked and what hasn't, and to not do the things that haven't been working for you. Now, some of you, you may have finally realized that a situation that you were in either is you've outgrown it, or it's past its expiration date is kind of what I'm getting here for you. And so December is the month for you to really say to yourself, is this what I want? Has this gone bad? Has this gone stale? Am I looking for this new beginning? And if so, how can I make this happen? So it's a very important time for you to assess what's going on around you. I'm really getting heart chakra energy, so opening up, making possibly new connections, new friends. There may be some mending and healing as well. Now, Aries, we also have this clear your mind, Gemini energy. And like I said, you have double Gemini coming in here. But it's important for you to not just clear your mind, but take a look and see why it's on your mind in the first place. Sometimes we immediately go into that fight or flight mode, and we think that just because a trigger comes up, or an old memory or an old pain, that we must immediately get rid of it. And that's not the case. Sometimes we need to sit with and feel our emotions instead of numbing them, putting them to the side, or dealing with them later. This is the later time for you, Aries. So if you have been struggling or dealing with something, it's time to really assess it and get to the root of the issue and figure out the why, so you can fully clear your mind and move forward into the new year here. Whether you need to go inward, you can find answers through meditation, through connecting with your higher self and your guides, connecting through that 7th, 8th, and 9th chakra. But also for others of you, it may be a little more difficult for you to do that, even though the veil is thinning and a lot of us are able to connect even more so than before. You may need to help. You may need to have help or have access through other people, whether it is a healer, whether it is a professional, a guide, a mentor, a coach, a Reiki master. or a practitioner. Some of you may benefit from watching guided meditations, maybe on YouTube or podcasts, but I feel like it's very important for you to do what you can to learn all that you can about why things have been reoccurring or things have happened in your life. Instead of playing that maybe victim mentality at times, which having a human experience, we can go to that victimhood, the why me, or why is this happening to me? Or we tend to maybe throw ourselves at times a little bit of a pity party. And that is okay, Aries, if that is you, but it's important not to stay in that energy for too long and to figure out how you can see it from a different perspective versus the victim mentality versus how is this happening for me, for my evolution, for my soul to evolve here. So lastly, we have speak your world into being. This is what you're bringing into the new year. Whatever it is that you are tending to focus on, like I said, focusing on the good and what is working for you. This is what you will be bringing into 2023. A lot of you are switching your energy up where you're going to notice that your world starts to manifest quite quickly. Versus how it has maybe in the past. If some of you have struggled in 2022 or even the few years prior, I just heard some of you have been struggling for many years, even prior to the pandemic, but it's because you've been going through this shift as well. And it's time to speak your world into being. It's time for you to level up within the vibration that you have been kind of climbing towards. And the 2023 energy is all about not just manifestation, but it is about you being optimistic and you feeling on the inside and matching what's happening in the outside here. So let's dive into your energy here, Aries. Whoa, okay, thank you. I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot of the Heart because there's a lot of heart space energy, but a lot of you are accessing your blueprint. You're accessing why you came here on earth. Some of you may have been going through life thinking, what is the missing piece? Why am I feeling like I'm not truly living my purpose? There's got to be more than life than this. 2023 is going to be the year that a lot of you are able to access why you're here and connect with your higher self. Like I said, through channeling, through connecting with your guides, your team. Let's take a look and see what it is that you are maybe wanting to leave behind or what's been working for you. Oh, wow. You have double major arcana and you actually have the Hermit and the World. So you want to end some sort of solo, withdrawn, maybe hermit type of energy. This is very powerful for you, Aries. If you have been feeling isolated, lonely, rejected, any of maybe the downward energy of the Hermit, which the Hermit is very powerful. The Hermit gains introspection. They do a lot of soul searching, but they also spend a lot of time in solitude to gain that self-knowledge. And that's what you have been doing throughout not just 2022, but throughout 2019, 2020, and 2021 as well. Some of you may have felt like you've disconnected, but really what you've been doing is working on how to connect even more so than you ever have before. And I feel like there's a very positive victory or success that is showing up here for you towards the end of 2022. You're going to realize why you had to go through those certain events, circumstances, relationships, health issues, or concerns. A lot of you had to go through a period of solitude in order for you to fully embrace this new beginning. And you have the World card, which really it aligns beautifully with this reading here because we're talking about what you're closing up. So I sense that a lot of you are opening your heart up here to 2023, whether that means you may be starting a new career path, whether you're working for someone else or deciding to work on your own. Some of you are closing up a chapter. You may be graduating, gaining a certification. You may be taking a relationship to the next level. For others of you, you are connecting more to your higher self, which means you have access to why you're here on earth and you can fully integrate your why, your knowing, your calling into 2023. And that will be that missing piece that you may have been feeling for quite some time, Aries. So this is a really powerful boom. I feel like you're going out with the boom here. But it's almost as if there's an epiphany, a moment of clarity, not just one moment, but I feel that because you have leveled up here, it's moment after moment after moment. So you may be feeling it more than just, you know, when we have an epiphany or a breakthrough moment, it's as if it just comes and then, wow, we know about it. It's as if you have many of them that are happening day after day after day. And it may surprise some of you as well. But don't let it surprise you, because you have been preparing for this shift. You are making your way towards this new beginning. Let's take a look and see what it is that you're bringing into the new year. There it is. I love it. There's the star card that I had mentioned in the beginning of your reading. So again, another major, oh my gosh, you can't make this up. You have 4 major arcanas. This is definitely going out with a bang so you can rebuild your life in a powerful new way. Just as we were talking about, you have the Tower with the star card. So powerful energy here. Literally, your life had to kind of break down in the past. Like I said, it may have occurred. They're giving me strong 2019 energy for you, but it could have been something that happened for you, you know, 11 months ago to 11 weeks ago or 11 years ago. But I'm sensing that you have this great understanding of why things broke apart, why you had to go through this change. I'm getting a lot of learning energy for you as well, Aries. Some of you may be studying. You may be listening to podcasts, YouTube, self-help. You may be taking a class online or a course. You may be reading a lot more. Your mind is like a sponge right now. And I feel like what's happening is you are getting a lot of downloads of information to learn, to seek, to gain greater awareness, to bring light to the shadows or bring light to the things that maybe we want to keep suppressed or the things that we don't always want to look at. The Tower has come in here for you to shed light on the things that were difficult and that needed to fall apart. For some of you as well, I'm still flabbergasted that you have 4 major arcanas, but it doesn't surprise me because the energy right away was just boom off the charts here, Aries. So if you have been feeling, again, that loneliness, things are about to really shift for you in a positive way, for you to rebuild your future, rewrite your future. Thank you, Spirit. Rewrite your future in a positive new way. And you have been heading towards your destiny. You have been living your soul's purpose. So even though some of you may have taken a detour or felt that you have taken a detour, it's really been for you to learn. You're still getting to where you wanted to go or where you meant to go. You may have just taken another path. But the star card says here that you're going through this beautiful uncaging process. You can see that those barriers, the barriers that have held you back in the past, whether you felt tethered, whether you felt chained, or whether you felt tied to a situation, there's a sense of freedom. And combined with this Tower is really powerful, Aries. So whatever you felt tethered to, you're breaking free and rebuilding from this new energetic level. And again, like I said, it's going to allow you to manifest more quickly, or for you to align with your purpose, your abundance more quickly. So this is just phenomenal. I love this for you. Let's take a look and see what you've learned. Let's take a look at what you've learned and how you can use what you've learned as a valuable tool moving into the new year. What have you learned here? Okay, we got to just take a look here because, wow, you have 2 more major arcanas. Look at this. I mean, you can see here that this whole deck isn't just made up of major arcanas. There are, you know, all different, the suites in here, wands, cups, swords, pentacles, and you have literally 2, 4, 6 major arcanas. Okay, all right. Well, this one's the heart chakra, so not a major arcana, but remember that was that energy I was tuning into at the very beginning of your reading. And then lastly, there it is, your judgment card. This is about you heading towards your calling, your purpose. This is about the great awakening within you. Oh, I'm very excited for you, Aries, if you cannot tell, but you are opening this heart chakra in bigger ways than you've even experienced in your life. This heart chakra is a major awakening. This is what I'm getting here from this energy is the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the 6 of Cups. It's almost as if all of the cups it's almost as if they're flashing forward through each one, and you're going to experience every single piece of all the cups, but the positive flip side experience, because a lot of you have already experienced the downward experience of this heart energy, whether that is loss, whether that is broken heart, whether that has been forgiveness or needing to mend, needing to heal. I feel that a lot of you are going to experience more heart love, more heart health as well. If you've struggled, Aries, with anxiety, with depression, with heart palpitations, stroke, heart attacks, murmurs, anything of that nature with this heart, I feel, and please do seek medical professional guidance if need be, but I feel a lot of you are healing through those things. Or if you've been feeling them quite quickly, like I said in the beginning here of your reading, your health is showing up for you to really assess, pay attention, and to bring up and heal. Why am I feeling this anxiety? Is this mine? Or am I tuning into the collective energy shift? Am I feeling the anxiety of those around me? Or am I still holding cell memory in my body? So the heart is really, really healing. The body knows what to do to heal. Remember, the body is a consciousness that is very, very, very intelligent, very wise. The body knows how to heal itself here. And sometimes we disconnect because we have those beliefs and we have those fears and those lower human emotions of manipulation, control, greed that enter our lives. And it can wreak havoc a little bit when it comes to this heart chakra. It can close us down. But what's happening, Aries, is you are opening yourself up to this new level of love, a level of self-love, a level for the planet, the animals, the people. There's humanitarianism coming in quite strong here for you. And you're awakening to not just all the good, but you're awakening to what's going on around you and the why. And you may be having the strong call or pulling to participate, to do something about this as well. Whether it is tiny, whether it's tiny or large, it makes a difference here. Remember, your soul came here to have this human experience. And some of you are light workers, and some of you have definitely come here to help this world. And that may be that puzzle piece. Some of you are thinking, well, I thought it was a person. I thought it was maybe a soulmate. I thought I wanted to experience this kind of love. It may be that, absolutely, Aries, but it's so much more than the physical. It's so much more than that, that intimacy or that love. It goes beyond, greater than you can even imagine. We have the awakening card, which is this blossoming. You are blossoming into your soul's purpose. This is about you shedding. Some of you are actually shedding maybe even some physical pounds. You may be shedding here some of the weight of the world that you have placed on yourself in the past. You have the World card coming in. Some of you are traveling. I just heard to a very energetic portal, a very high frequency portal. So see the 7 wonders of the world, or it could be an area that has vortexes, maybe such as Sedona, Arizona, or someplace, in the mountains, or Chichen Itza, or some sort of area that holds a very high vibration or frequency. This may be something you decide to do in 2023. Go to someplace that could be a spiritual retreat, or you're taking a vacation, or maybe you've always wanted to visit the Mayan ruins, or go to Italy or Peru, any area of that high vibration here. I feel like you are taking yourself to do something for your soul. You may be called to do that. It may be something that you haven't even thought of yet, but in the year of 2023, it may pop up and you say, yes, I'm being called to move, or I'm being called to relocate, or to travel, or to head towards this relationship, or to maybe end that relationship, or I've been called to completely quit drinking, or quit smoking, or quit eating sugars. There's just something that your body is really gravitating towards, because I feel like you've outgrown a situation and you are ready to move into that next phase, that next level, but you're keeping your heart open doing it, and you're listening to your higher self. Like I said, your blueprint, you're able to access more readily. When we come into this lifetime, we have what is called spiritual amnesia. It's because we have to kind of not fit into this 3D body here, but we tend to lower our frequencies in order for us to physically be able to be in this this physical body. So we have sometimes what is called spiritual amnesia. But I am sensing that a lot of you are accessing more quickly, again, your blueprint, your soul's purpose. And that's what this is all about, your awakening. So really powerful energy here for you. Okay. Let's take a look at action steps that you can take to align with this energy quicker. Let's take a look at action steps that you can do in the physical, the mental, emotional, spiritual. Let's just take an overall peek of what you can do to help you move forward, leave behind what you can. And oh my gosh, wow. Aries, this is very, very powerful. You have 2 more major arcana and you have 1 minor. I don't think I've ever done a reading with this many major arcana. I just haven't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 9 is powerful. So you have here the Lovers. You have the 4 of Swords, and your final card is New Beginning. So you have here the World, which is the last card of the major arcana, wrapping up a cycle. Remember, this reading is the end of 2022 going into 2023. There's your new beginning. There is your full energy of stepping into this new you, this new energetic frequency, this new life, this new way of being, this new way of thinking, this new way of doing. Some of you have completely opened up through maybe self-learning, through channeling energy. You've been working on your healing yourself. You've been learning possibly about chakras, mysticism, healing the body, healing on higher frequencies. But I love that this is your closing card. But what we have here is the Lovers. This is about you opening up your heart, as we talked about, to making choices that are based on this heart. We need to use the head to help us move forward and lead with the heart. So if something isn't working for you, instead of just throwing it away quickly or making a rash, impulsive decision, you may be saying, okay, is this something I need to learn and grow more from? Is this something that will help my heart? Or is this a new direction I can take that will uplift and be aligned with this new journey that I am entering into? This Lovers card, for some of you, you certainly may be meeting someone in not just the new year. You may be meeting someone on New Year's, I just heard as well. But for others of you, this is attracting your soulmate, the people that can come into this lifetime and support you. For others of you, you're attracting your spiritual team, which we'll get messages here shortly. But this Gemini energy here, and we have it twice. Clear your mind, speak your world into being. So whatever it is that your heart is being called to take action on, this is saying it's time. It's time to go in that direction. Follow your heart. Follow what it is that you've come here to do. And this is about using December to really assess the situation, using this time to take a look and connect. You can see here that she almost looks a little bit, not fearful, but just like she's ready to move into this new version of herself. But at the same time, it brings change. And the human form thinks of change sometimes as uncertainty. It can bring a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of fear. So if you're feeling a little bit of those energies moving into the new year, please know that that is absolutely okay. That is normal to feel at this time. But allow yourself time to just breathe. Allow yourself that Four of Swords energy, where you are focusing on self-love, renewal, rejuvenation. It may be time to stop, catch your breath, and regroup, Aries. So if you've been on going, or maybe some of you have been stagnant, just kind of going forward with giving a little bit of your energy because you're trying to kind of survive, or you're trying to heal, or you're trying to move forward, but some of you, they're giving me a snail. I'm seeing a snail at this time, so it could feel like things are going at a snail pace, or they have been, but really what's happening is you have been, again, uplifting that energy. So you will continue to really assess, go inward. You have been for quite some time, but this is saying here, once you come out of this energy, once you rest and retreat, give yourself that downtime to really assess, clear your mind, then you're able to speak basically your heart into this world. I really love this for you. Aries, this is a crazy powerful reading here for you. I absolutely love it. Let's take a look and see what your spiritual team has for you. What messages from your spiritual team? I'm using here the Work Your Light Oracle, Rebecca Campbell. It's one of my new favorites. I absolutely love this deck. For any of the decks that you see to use during your reading, or any above, or my Intuitive Soul Coaching Oracle deck, you can find all of that in the description box below. What do we have here? The first card out we have is take a break, which we just talked about that with this Four of Swords energy. So for the rest of 2022, try to do what you can to maybe work on that self-love, the healing, the assessing, evaluating, taking a look at what's working, what's not, maybe even create a vision board, a goal board. But it says here, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Some of you may feel rushed to move in a certain direction, rushed to have this job, this family, this health, this goal, this career, this purpose, right? You're really rushing towards fulfilling your soul's purpose, but Spirit wants you to remember, Aries, that it's a life's work. It's not something that can be done in a day or in a season or in, a year. I feel like there's whatever you're heading towards here, this is about your life's work. So don't try to force it or speed it along. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the ride here. Enjoy this soul journey. Next, you have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Yes, you absolutely have. You've come here probably on Earth before. Many of you have had past lives here on Earth. And I'm feeling that a lot of you are coming home to your truth, that you have been training for something here, whether it's to uplift mankind, whatever it may be for you, to break some ancestral patterns or woundings, Aries, but you have been training. You're ready. And we said that, I believe, in the beginning of your reading, that you've been preparing. I think that was the word Spirit used. You've been preparing and you've been training. So know that this is something you're ready for. So even though you may be feeling the human emotions of a little bit of anxiety and fear and maybe uncertainty, that's okay, but trust that you are ready for this. Very beautiful energy here. And then lastly, we have, oh wow, we have the Leap card, which is like the Fool, which you have as your final outcome card, is that Fool, which is taking a leap, trusting. And it says here, you go first. The universe will catch you. Trust, Aries, that the universe will catch you. Look at them. They both look almost identical. They're both taking a leap of faith. This is just the bigger version of her. So this is powerful energy here. Whatever it is you're doing, keep on doing it. You're on your purpose. You're on this trajectory forward. There's no stopping you. Even if you wanted to stop, and even if you were too fearful to move in to the future or move into the new year, I feel like you can't go back. There's no going back, because your energy is upgraded here, and it's leveling up, and you can't kind of go back down. I feel you're ready, whatever this may be for you. And it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. Remember, that heart chakra is really opening. It's really aligning. So very powerful reading here. I'm loving this for you. Aries, I hope this resonates. I hope this helps you out. Know that you are closing out 2022 with, I don't want to say with a bang, because you're doing a lot of healing, but on a soul level, it's your soul inside is you're cheering, your higher self, your spiritual team, your guides. They're cheering you on, saying, Aries, you have everything you need to make this leap of faith. So take a look, assess, evaluate, come up with the goals that you have for yourself, but do the things that fuel you. Do the things that bring you a sense of purpose, bring you a sense of love. Be compassionate and kind with not just yourself and others, but towards humanity. See the world as a healing, happy, abundant place versus at times, you know, feeling that uncertainty, feeling scared or feeling nervous for the trajectory of Earth and the world. We're actually uplifting. So Aries, I hope this resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much, beautiful souls, for tuning in. Lots of love.